Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Mandy. This is a 12-inch cradled wood round, and we're going to use this beautiful intense teal color as our pillow. This is a Sherwin-Williams Color to Go sample. Earlier this same day I went through all of my Sherwin-Williams containers so I could write down what colors I have and use my colors before I buy more. But I had already used about half of this one and I really liked it. And so I just grabbed a couple of the new Vivid Intense colors and some of the most recent PrizmPour colors and I think one primary element, and I just decided to do some jewel tones. You should not torch house paint, so don't do what I'm doing here. It just had a lot of bubbles because I had just stirred it up. And it still has a lot of bubbles even after I torched it, but you shouldn't do it. For one, it can cause your paint to get a skin on it, and for two, house paint is really more toxic under a torch, so than like regular acrylic paint. So anyway, so I'm using up some paint today. Oh, I have two primary elements actually. So the first color I'm using is a Moonbeams, which is a really super sparkly color. So I'm going to put it on the bottom, and between this and another bloom I did this day, I used up that color, which I had mixed up for a while. So what you see me doing here is whacking this thing to try to pop some bubbles I didn't get initially. So then the colors I'm going to use from the new Vivid Intense set are the Rouge Violet, which you're going to see a lot of that color. So the Viola Blue and the Persian Teal. I'm going to use a double cell activator of titanium white and blue black. And then I'm going to be using Hummingbird, Passiflower, and McCaw blue PrizmPour colors. And then one other primary, I think it's a primary element called Rhapsody Rose, which, by the way, why don't I use it more? Because it's amazing. So anyway, I love the way this turns out, so I'm super excited to share this with you. So yeah, so this is Moonbeams. This is our super sparkly color. This is a color that I had mixed up for a while. I had to revive it, and I'm happy to say we've almost used it up. This is Hummingbird. This is a PrizmPour color. It's a beautiful color. This is Rhapsody Rose. I mean, why don't I use this all the time? It has like a blue shift. It's gorgeous. McCaw Blue. It's another PrizmPour color. I tell you, these colors are just amazing. Anyway, this is Passiflower. If I had time to paint all the time, no telling what kind of amazing stuff I would get to make. That is Viola Blue. That's a Vivid Intense Fluid Acrylic from Colourarte. This is Rouge Violet, another Vivid Intense color. So Vivid Intense are fluid acrylics from Colourarte. They're amazing. Don't forget that you can save 20% off using Mandy1120 from anything Colourarte. That last color was Persian Teal. And I'm using that as kind of a pop of a lighter color toward the top because I am using a double cell activator, but because I'm using the blue, black, and the white, I kind of want to make sure we have some lighter color toward the top. So there's the Moonbeams. I'm drizzling some Viola Blue down here, and I'll drizzle a little bit more at the top. Viola Blue is sort of like an indigo. So if you've ever seen like Indanthrene Blue or Indigo from Matisse, it's kind of that kind of a rich shade of blue. Really a nice color. This is Hummingbird, which is a gorgeous color. This PrizmPour set is really quite amazing. I mean, they all are. I say that about all of them. Popping a couple bubbles. There's a whole bunch down there in the middle, or in the pillow paint. Anyway, I'm super excited to share this one with you guys. This is Passiflower. Beautiful purple. Now this Rhapsody Rose, man, like why don't I use it all the time? But there's so many beautiful colors from Colourarte that you forget how beautiful something is until you crank it out, you know? I love it because it's like a red violet with a blue shift. I mean, I love red violet. Easily one of my favorite colors. So I thought it would play nicely with the Rouge violet. And this is McCaw blue. Look how much paint I have on this surface. I am going to use my hairdryer to blow this one out. And so that's why I'm making sure I have plenty of color saturation, because sometimes if you don't, your hairdryer can put a little bit of force and blow into your pillow, which is not as big of a deal when you're using a colorful pillow like this. But you can lose a lot of your color sometimes. But I use way too much paint. Like, it's an opportunity I have. And I am only trying to fix one opportunity at a time. I'm just kidding. I'm always trying to boil the ocean, but you know, perfection is going to take a while. All right, so I guess I added more McCaw blue. Now I'm adding some Viola blue. And I'm going to add some of the Rouge violet. It's such a great color. Leslie did such an amazing job on this color. I'm so excited. And so for the double cell activator, I'm going to put the white on the bottom. The reason why is when you put the white on the bottom with the darker color on top, you get these cute little bubbly cells. That's the Persian teal. You get these cute little bubbly cells. So you still have a lot of nice white like lacing, but you have some really nice cell formation. So I've been on a kick where I've been practicing using titanium white and rich gold together, and I was tempted to do it here. And I saw somebody use rich gold with black the other day, and so now I'm going to want to try that. So the titanium white is M gram, which I get on Blick's website. I have their link below, and if you shop through my link, it helps my channel. There's no additional discounts, it's just helpful. This is blue black from Atelier, which I also get from Blick, and I love this as a cell activator. For so long I used it primarily with swipes because it's thicker, and but if I would use a hairdryer, I wouldn't have trouble using it as a cell activator. So I've just been trying to explore a little bit more. So you're going to see me put my big old head right in the way, and I'm going to try to basically expand that circle a little bit with my breath, and then I'm going to hit it with my hairdryer. I'm using the Babyliss hairdryer on a cool setting and low fan. So you'll see me just get in the way. I'm just trying to enlarge my target. So that's all I'm doing. I have so much paint on the surface though that it tries to gather back in quite soon. So you can see I didn't do the greatest job not blowing it over each other. So at first it looks like this is going to be an epic disaster, and that's what I think is so great about this bloom, is at first it looks like, oh crap, that didn't turn out very well, right? But then after it starts to develop, I'm like, oh. So what I basically do is I go in kind of the major directions, and then I hit the little in-between petals with my breath. So which has been fun for doing bigger pieces, because I feel like I can finally do some bigger pieces without having to become like a bloom blow master, because that's going to take me some time. Apparently I'm a little remedial. But I have been doing a little bit better since I saw Shelly's live. Something just clicked in the way she explained it. Many of you had told me before, tilt your head, tilt your head. And I had tried that before, but I wasn't quite doing it the same way she had explained it. And for some reason, when she explained it and demonstrated it, it really helped me. So that's one of the reasons why I think taking the course is really helpful, is you continue to learn long after you have taken the course from other artists and from, people within the group. She did this on her actual page, so you could actually go see it if you wanted to. It was super helpful. But I mean, now that this has formed, check out this beautiful jewel toned bloom. I am so excited to see under resin. I'm really, really loving it. I was in the room, my husband was in the room when I made it, and I was like, you would not believe how beautiful this is. And that teal background just really makes it pop. All the colors, like, they go with the teal, but they're not too similar to the teal where you don't have that color pop. That's sometimes the difficulty with using a colorful background is you're to be matchy, you pick colors that are too similar, and then they get kind of lost. You know what I mean? Anyway, this one just worked out. And after this, I had just enough of that teal color left. So I broke out an 8-inch square canvas, and I was like, I'm going to do it again, and I'm just going to add gold. And I don't know if I'm going to share that one with you guys. It ends up being kind of nice, except for one corner, which I naturally obsessed over the corner. And then I stretched it thinking, oh, let me just play with it before I pour over it. And then I didn't have any teal paint left, so I went and got a different color I need to use called Majestic Purple. And I basically did these same colors with gold on Majestic Purple instead, but it was so much prettier on this background. But I didn't do it all on this video. I only did this one on this video for the sake of time, so you'll see that one on a future video. And it will look like I massacred crayons because there's paint everywhere by the time I finally get to that second bloom. But look at this. I am so happy about this. Is it a perfect blow? No, of course not. But when I tell you I'm super happy about it, I'm super happy about it. I can't wait to see this one under resin. It's going to be gorgeous. So anyway, I'm super excited to share it with you guys. I am hoping to get my life together in time to do a YouTube live auction on Wednesday the 4th. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to start by like 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I just have to make sure I have a handle on my homework before I do that. I've recently resined some pieces and stuff, so I thought it might be a good time. I'm trying to do one like once a month or once every 2 months. Try to get things out of our house. But last time when I tried to schedule it, I couldn't get into it myself for whatever dumb reason. So I won't schedule it. I'll just go live, but I'll try to post some reminders and maybe a preview video. So anyway, I'm really, really liking the way this turned out. I knew I had to get enough paint off so it wouldn't crack, but there was so much I didn't want to lose, and I didn't want the cute cells in the center to get too spread out. So I'm going to give you a close-up in just a minute, but you have to let me know what you think. I love it so much. And I have an affinity for like turquoise and teal colors. Obviously, I have a bunch of them. All right, so here comes our close-up. You can see the shimmer. It's amazing. And you can see the pop from the Moonbeams color. It's like very shimmery. I mean, they're all shimmery, but the Moonbeams color has like kind of a frosty base, and it's got large particulates, so it really pops when it's in that bottom layer like that. Anyway, don't forget to check the description box. There's lots of discounts in there for you. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching and joining me. I'm so happy. I could look at it. I've looked at it so many times since I set it down. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.